Hey guys, what's up? Storm here. Today in this episode, we'll be doing levels and loading levels from files, which you'll see. I'll explain it to you when we go along. To start off with, just go to your sprite sheet, which we created last episode, and make two tiles. A grass tile, which will be one we can walk on top of, and then a stone brick tile, which will be one that the player collides with to show off collisions. Alright, so make sure you save it. Alright, I'll just reopen that because it was annoying me. Alrighty, so to get started with, let's create in code, create a new folder, and let's call it tile. Level, sorry. Level. It's gonna be, we'll extend upon this in a later episode by adding a tile class and tiles that extend that, sorry. But for now, we'll just create all the tiles in the base level class when we add it. Actually, no, just quickly create an empty and call it, just call it level manager. Alright, so create a C# script and call it level. Alright, open it up and remove the comments, because we don't need it. And let's get a public int level width and a public int level height. Actually, we can make that private. We don't need to access that. Okay, next thing we need is, let's do, we'll call it grass sprite and public transform stone bricks tile. Actually, call it grass tile. And then for each of these ones, we'll have their own color. So we'll get a public color grass color, public color stone brick color. Now, I am Australian, so I do spell it with a U. However, you can spell these however you want to. And then finally, we'll need a public texture 2D, and we'll call it level path or level texture. Alright, and we'll also public entity player. Now we do entity because we might later on, like if we wanted to access any other mob directly from the level class, we do public entity whatever, right? So we can add any class that extends entity, right? Okay. So this would just be for if we want to set a spawn point or anything to do with that player from the level class. So if we do void load level, right? In start we'll call load level. We'll do this dot, we can just do level width equals level texture dot width, and level height equals level texture dot height. So pretty self-explanatory. These ints, numbers, we want to set them to be whatever your level texture is. Like, so the width, we want it to be the width, and the height, we want it to be the height, just so we can access it in our for loop easier, rather than having to say level texture dot height or level texture dot width. Alright. So what we want to do is for int y is equal to 0, y is smaller than level height, we want y plus plus. Right, and then we'll do another one for int x equals 0, x equals smaller than level width, x plus plus. Essentially what this is doing is looping through. So we create a new variable called y, and then we set it to 0. As long as y is smaller than level height, we plus y by 1. Okay, so every time y is is added to, we call whatever is inside here. So now we call x, so we create another variable called x, and we make it equal to 0, and we make sure as long as x is smaller than level width, we want x plus plus, and it'll do everything in here, and once that is finished, it will go back up here and plus it again and redo it for whatever the next row is. So we want if we'll do actually really quickly come up here, and this is just private color tile colors. Back down here we want tile colors is equal to, this is where it gets complicated, tile colors is equal to new color level dot texture, sorry, we just do level width times level height, and then we want tile colors is equal to level texture dot get pixels. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to get, so we set the tile colors to be a new color, array list of a new color, which is level width times level height, so it gets all the pixels, and then we set tile colors to get the pixels of level texture. So let's say in the top right it was red, it would be tile colors, it would be tile colors 0 is equal to color dot red, whatever, right? So it just sets it to whatever color. So in here we can check if tile colors x times y times level width is equal to grass color, then we want it to instantiate grass tile at x at new vector 2, actually we can make that vector 3, x y, and then just do quaternion dot identity. So basically what instantiate is it creates a new whatever we set grass tile to be, and we create it at x and y, which is these two variables, and we make the rotation of it to be nothing, pretty much, so it's just 0 0 0, and then we can just copy this and we can make it stone brick color and stone brick tile. Okay, go into Unity, we've got no errors, so if we go to level manager we can add level here, and for grass we're just going to make it full red 255 0 and 0, and for stone brick we'll just make it full blue. Actually make sure, and this is really important, if your level's not loading you have to make sure your alpha level is full, otherwise it won't work. So the colors are defaulting to 0, meaning that it's invisible, so set it to full. Alright, we can also give the level the player, and if we go to our why did I call this presets? This has to be called prefabs. I do not know why I called that presets. So we can drag our player in because we want it to be a preset, prefab. We want it to be a prefab. So we can instantiate it in any other levels that we want if we create more than just one level. Next, what we want to do is we create an empty. We'll call this one grass tile. And if I just make x is equal to -1, we go back to our sprite sheet, we drag our sprite sheet underneath it. Oh, already defaulted. Alright, so grass tile, and we'll duplicate that once. And we'll call this one, I'll make that x is equal to -2. We'll call this one stone bricks. And we'll go in here and we'll change this to stone bricks. And then we also want to add to stone bricks a box collider 2D, so our player collides with it. Make sure your drawing order in layer is equal to 0, and on player we want to set that to, just set it to 20, so your player will be drawn on top of these sprites. So and apply that here. Next, go to your prefabs folder and make these two prefabs. So if you go to your level manager, and then we go grass tile for grass tile, grass tile for grass tile, and stone bricks for stone bricks. And we can just delete these two here now. And if we go to Unity, Photoshop, sorry, and we make it 64, because we only want a 64 by 64 map. So if we set everything, so we can do red, we can do this, and then we need blue, so we'll make that 0 and make that 2555. And then we can go, let's go around the map. This is just for testing. We'll make a proper map after for our player, so we have when we get a more extensive level loading class. So just do that how you please. No, we will be changing this a whole lot as we add more features to the game. Okay, so we save this, I like saving it as PNG. If we go up in your resources folder, create a new one and just call it levels, and I'll just call this main_level. Okay, so now we have our main level. If we go to our level manager, in levels, add this as a level texture. So if all things went well, should, oh, sorry. So if you get this error, texture main level is not readable, it means we haven't set the import for it to be readable. So go here, change this to advanced, and then make this clamp point. Again, I just do this out of preference. I don't think you need to change it unless your size of it exceeds whatever that is set. And then up here it says read write enabled. Make sure you click that so Unity can read it in classes. So if we click play now, it didn't work. And it didn't work because oh yeah, this has to be x plus y. Sorry, my mistake. Alright, set that to x plus y. Go back to Unity, let it play, and there you go, we have our level. Oh, let's fix that really quickly. Make player, see where it has rigid body, make it a fixed angle. And also, let's add main camera as a child to that, and apply. Now if we go into game, we click play, you've got your level loading. So we can walk around with our player in our level, and you'll see he collides with these stone bricks. Really quickly, what I'll do is if I do public color spawn point color, we can just do if that is equal to spawn point color. Just do this really quickly. We just want to instantiate a grass tile here, but we can do, as we said, how we made the player here. If we go player.transform.position, also here just do vector to pos equals new vector 2, and then just do x comma y. And then here we just set transform.position is equal to pos. So this is just so we can make the spawn point color black. And in Unity, let's go Photoshop, sorry, make it black. And we want them to spawn. Let's just say we want them to spawn here. So it's going to instantiate a grass tile there, but it's going to set our spawn point to be there. So we click play. You'll see we spawn there. Alrighty. That's been episode 2 of our game programming series. Next time we should be doing basic mobs, and they'll be like following mobs or randomly moving mobs. Thank you for watching. See you next time.